What's going on, guys? Chase back with another video today. It is Monday, November the 16th, I do believe it is. And so I'm in the warehouse kind of planning out the week. I kind of start really the week before planning the week ahead. But it is a Monday, so I'm trying to figure out the schedule a little bit for the week, figure out what all needs to be done. So I just here in the warehouse now, kind of up front. And if you saw my last video, you'll realize I've made some big steps in business. We have made a couple deals with a couple big liquidation companies, a couple big direct liquidation companies, I should say direct in there. So we're cutting out some third-party liquidators per se down the supply line. And really excited about that. If you've not seen that video, you can hear my little story and short rant, not really a rant, but my deal a little bit more on that in the last video, so you guys can go check that out. But yeah, we closed a deal with a couple big liquidators in the previous week, and one of those is a media liquidator, so they strictly deal with DVDs, CDs, video games, that type of stuff. And we closed another deal with a big direct liquidator that's more of I guess bigger chain stores and general merchandise. It's Amazon. We can get Amazon Gaylords from them. We can get Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and Lowe's actually. So some of the really big ones there, you guys. We're really excited about that as well. But we did place an order with the media. That was the first deal that we made early last week. So we did place an order for that. I have a truckload. I'm talking about an 18-wheeler, 4 truckload coming in tomorrow with nothing but DVDs. Now, we are scaling, kind of changing, adjusting the business around a little bit, but in the long run, this is going to be a huge blessing. This is going to absolutely, if it goes over well, if we can continue to keep buyers coming, this is going to really skyrocket the business per se. We have already advertised liquidation pallets, that we are now starting to sell liquidation pallets. So we've already got several people interested in these DVDs coming, so we are going to be liquidating and wholesaling these DVD pallets on a lot of them. That being said, we are keeping some because I do sell personally a lot of DVDs in the warehouse. In fact, I'm going to walk up here and I'll just show you guys. I have a pretty good sized little DVD section up here in the warehouse. So if you see behind me, we have DVDs right all through here. I sell a lot of used DVDs. That's mostly what they are. And the liquidation pallets that we're getting, a lot of that is used DVDs. A lot of them's from libraries and rentals and stuff like that. They may have some light scratching, but overall, they're the same type of pallets that I've been receiving from a different liquidator. And the liquidator I've been getting them from, they're not bad. They're a really good source. It's a good atmosphere in the warehouse there. I'm happy with the profit margins because we get these DVDs. We pay $5.50 a pallet in the past. That's what we paid. And you know, there's usually 1,200 to 1,500 DVDs per pallet. We'll sell these things, you know, $2.50, $3. We're bringing in, you know, 2,500 plus a lot of times on these pallets when everything sells, that is. And there's a few things that will not sell, but overall, most all these DVDs and stuff sell really well. I'll sell handfuls at a time to some people. Some people buy 1 or 2, but we do sell handfuls at a time to many people. DVDs in the local market do really well for me, and there's with the price that we're able to get these at, there's big money in it for us here. Again, this is not really a big thing to do online, eBay or Amazon, in my opinion. Now, if you had brand new sealed DVDs, there are some, you know, that you could do pretty well with, especially if you have less than $1 in them, which all these DVDs, you know, we have 20-something cents in usually, you guys. At the price we've been paying, and now at the price that we're going to be paying, we'll have actually we should have less than that in them. So we do really, really well. But I'm going to show you, we pan over here, we do have another section of DVDs here, and then we have some of these little cases in the middle of the aisle that's full of DVDs. And then here's another side. So we've sold a couple rows out here recently. But yeah, I do really well with DVDs on the local market. And again, you know, if you have a local market to sell in, whether it's a flea market booth, whether it's your own store, whether you're doing it on Facebook Marketplace, if you can create and find a space where you can sell to the local market in your area, you're able to move stuff that otherwise would not be profitable for you online. It would not be profitable to sell on eBay or Amazon by the time you actually looked at the time that went into the listing, went into the shipping, and then, you know, you've got your fees and the shipping cost in itself. So, you know, there's stuff that I move here that I would never even think about selling online, but then again, there's stuff that I can sell online that would never sell here for what it's actually worth. So if you're able to diversify and do both sides of the game, sell locally and sell online, when you get liquidations in, when you get liquidation pallets, you're really able to maximize that profit. Now, that being said, you have to find the right marketplaces for you and the type of stuff that you're selling. You know, there are some better online marketplaces than others. Amazon and eBay obviously are the top two with the biggest traffic out there, probably the most well-known and established, in my personal opinion as well. You know, there's a lot of other companies starting up out there that's getting more attention and growing, but in my personal opinion, eBay and Amazon are for sure the two biggest and best ones. And in my opinion, eBay is probably the best one that I like to work with. They're a lot easier to get started with than Amazon. And selling liquidations is a lot easier and better to do on eBay than Amazon. Amazon doesn't really like liquidations. Not saying you can't sell it, but if it's not new, in brand new condition, I wouldn't even mess with it on Amazon, you guys. It's just a lot of risk. You're basically waiting for your account to get, you know, shut down, in other words, unless you can really get by for a while. But Amazon is really, really strict. You've got to really know what you're doing. But anyway, that being said, you guys, today is Monday, and so I'm planning everything out because we do have that truckload coming tomorrow. And so what I'm doing is trying to rearrange the warehouse. I'm trying to plan out what section of the store here, of the warehouse, I'm going to create a space just for DVDs and media. So let me show you guys, when you walk in the door, like here's the main door, the front of the warehouse where people will enter. And then if you take this left, so we're kind of right here, we've got the buggies here. There is a section we have set up over here, which is kind of school supplies / a little bit of office supplies, and then a little bit of electronics over here. And then this side of the aisle is a mixture of things. We've got some luggage, some bedding. We've got a little bit of Christmas set up over here right now as well. You know, just a little bit of different stuff. We've got some pajama pants and Christmas sweaters and t-shirts over here as well. So I'm trying to figure out which two of these booths when you walk into the store would be better off being the media and DVD section, because this is something, you know, we've been selling DVDs really good for a while. It is a good seller on the local level because it's an easy $250, you know, range. We sell them really easy at that. People grab them handfuls at a time a lot of the times. And with us getting so many pallets of DVDs in, I am going to be keeping like 2 to 3 pallets. 2 for sure. We're going to keep a couple pallets of them anyway. We may just stick with 2 for now, because with the DVDs that I have in stock now and adding 2 pallets, that's going to be adding probably at a minimum of 2,500 DVDs, possibly as much as 3,000 DVDs. It just depends how many's on each pallet, the pallets that I keep. But anyway, probably around 2,500 to 3,000 DVDs, so that's a lot to price and get put out for one, and that is going to take up a decent bit of space. These truckloads, we can get in pretty regularly of these DVDs, and again, a lot of this we are liquidating these pallets on to other resellers, to other businesses, auction houses, things like that. So, you know, the biggest amount of these pallets we're not selling here. We are selling some here because we can make more money that way. We can maximize our profit, per se, from the truckload, from a couple pallets, because we can sell them off and we'll for sure make a lot more money in the end, on the individual items that way. And again, they do sell well. So it's a great item to have locally, selling the DVDs. And again, we're going to have less than probably, you know, 25 cents in them. We'll probably have less than 20 cents in them. So, you know, if we can sell them for $1.50, $2, $2.50, great profit margins. People buy them pretty quick. So we're going to do a whole section of DVDs and try to really create an area where people can come and just look for movies and look for DVDs. And, you know, at that price, you guys, that's almost cheaper than what you can rent movies for in a lot of places. I'm not saying you can't get it around that price, but again, a lot of places, even renting it, is higher than the price that we're going to sell you the DVD for. And we're going to go through and make sure, you know, the cases have the DVDs in there and they're not too scratched up. You know, if they're lightly scratched, they will go out. And if somebody comes back and says it doesn't work, we'll exchange it. No big deal there. But we're not looking to rip anybody off. But that being said, you know, we are going to spend some time going through this as well. But in the end, we'll make more on the individual DVD sales. But we are going to be looking at moving the majority of DVD pallets through liquidation, selling them to other resellers and other businesses across the area. So that's where we're moving the biggest part of the truckload of DVDs that's coming in. We've already got several people interested, several people that's already wanting to buy. So we're planning to get that truckload in. So today, Monday, I'm looking to get this rearranged and organized. That way, when the DVDs come in tomorrow on the truckload, I'll get those unloaded and we can pick out a couple pallets and go through, get those priced and out on the shelves to sell. Other than that, that's kind of what's on my mind for right now. I do have some eBay sales to ship out from the weekend. It wasn't a really big weekend, you guys, honestly, especially for this time of year. But we do have 12 sales, I think, you know, under $300. But 12 sales under $300, I guess it could be worse. It's not that great. But again, the eBay is a part that we're wanting to grow in the business, but it is not necessarily the majority of the business at this point. The warehouse sale, that when we're open the store on the weekends, you know, that's quite a bit. We did a pretty good weekend in the warehouse sale. I don't know if I usually don't share numbers with you guys on that side of it. A lot of this that I talk about is usually involves eBay and everything. But we did over 6,000 in sales for 2.5 days. So we're open Fridays and Saturdays 9 to 5, Sunday 1 to 4. So, you know, about 2 days and 3 hours, 2.5 days, however you want to put it. I usually just say 2.5 days. So we did over $6,000 in sales in the warehouse. And again, you know, that's the store part and everything. You know, that's kind of what we do. And we did pretty good with that. You know, I had a lot of good personal sales. We do we do rent some booths out to other people, so not every bit of that sales is mine for sure, you guys. I usually do a good part of that is me, myself. I have a lot of area in the warehouse. We have a lot of stuff that we sell. So quite a bit of that is usually my part. Then we get a commission deal for what other people sell and then rent from other people that rent the booths too. So we have other areas where the money comes in. Then eBay is, you know, a decent part of it as well. Again, it was kind of down, I guess, for this weekend compared to what we've been doing. And especially I'd say for fourth quarter, you know, in November. But, you know, we have just recently got past the election and some things. Maybe there's still some uncertainty in the market. I don't get into a lot of politics and stuff like that. But anyway, you know, 12 sales under $300. Not too bad, I guess. So, but we do have that part of it. And, you know, now we are getting more and more into the the wholesaling and liquidating on. And I don't really like to use the word wholesale so much. I like to use the word liquidation, because that's really, wholesale liquidation, they're similar, but not exactly the same thing. We deal with more liquidations, not really brand new wholesale items that we move on. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we do. And, really this is just kind of a vlog, you guys, and not a lot of, I'm just kind of telling you what we do, kind of planning out the week. This is life this is kind of what it looks like to be in this business, to be a reseller. So this is life as a reseller. You're just getting the thought processes and overlook of what I do and where the money comes from and how we make it work and kind of how I'm planning out the week. But right now, a lot that's on my mind is these DVDs. We want to get those moved and organized. That way, we don't have to do that once the DVDs come. Once the DVDs come, we just want to get them priced, thrown out on the shelves, and then get the pallets sorted. Well, not sorted. We're not going to touch the pallets. How they come in is how they're going to be sold from us. But we want to get them organized in a spot in the warehouse with the prices on them, so we can schedule the appointments for the people that's interested in buying them later in the week, probably on Thursday. A lot of Thursday will just be us scheduling the appointments and meeting with people that's going to buy the pallets. So hopefully, by the end of the week, we will have most of all the pallets pretty well sold out. We've already got a lot of people interested in stuff at the moment. But yeah, this is the eBay section, you guys. It's kind of a wreck right now. I've redone this so many times, it's not even funny. The shelves are in the same positions that they was, so you kind of walk through here and everything. But this backside, I've been working on this a whole lot. You can see my mess is still on the floor, so probably not going to get a lot of listing done today because I'm still reworking the area, and I've got the DVD stuff to kind of plan and work out. So don't get me wrong, there'll be listing going on today, just not as much as I would probably like. We did do a really nice wood wall background over here, so this is going to be where we take the pictures from now on for eBay. A lot of the stuff that we do is kind of hard goods, small to medium hard goods, new in the box type stuff, and we haven't needed a big area necessarily to take pictures like of clothing and stuff. But I wanted a more designated area for the photography, so we've got the two light boxes here. We've got a ring light right here. I do recommend having all three of these when your business scales up to where you can afford them. They really do change things. They really do help. As far as cameras, there's lots of different cameras you can use, but you can definitely use your iPhone if you have a relatively new iPhone. They take great pictures, so it's already there. Just use an iPhone or, a relatively good quality new smartphone, I guess, in general would work. I have an iPhone, so I can't tell you about some of the other, say, Android devices out there, but the iPhones work really, really well, so. But anyway, this is kind of the new photography setup. We've moved some of the shipping supplies on this side, and then this is going to be kind of the workstation. It's piled up a lot of stuff to list and go through right through here right now, but this is some clothes. This is one reason I needed a bigger area for the photography. Not all these clothes are going to go on eBay, by the way, guys, but I have some brand new with tags, pants, jeans here, and then we have some really nice jackets, and these things are brand new with tags. We have less than $1 a piece in these clothes, you guys. I could round up and say we have $1 in them, but we have less than $1 a piece in those clothing. So I'm going to go through that and try to get some of that stuff listed pretty soon. Actually, I'm just going to be taking the pictures. I'm going to hire out the Hound. I think that's the name of the company or the app, where they will actually list the stuff for us. So you can pay I think it's $2 to $2.50 per listing. And they will list stuff for you. And clothes is something I'm not good at. It takes more time. So I'm just going to go through, take some really good quality photos, try to max out the photos to 12 on those. That way, that will be where I spend my time. And then I'll move it on to Hound to let them upload. Well, they won't upload the listing, but they'll create the listing, then send it in a draft or something. So this is the first time I'll be using Hound, by the way. will be this week. So once I get some results back from them, I will share that with you guys and update you on how it goes with the Hound company. But if that works out well, that's going to be awesome. That's going to change business in itself, because that's going to save me so much time. I could just really work on a lot of photography, the photography side of it and the pictures, and send it on to them. So really looking forward to possibly doing more with them. So anyway, you guys, today we got to ship out the 12 eBay orders. I've got to do. Whew, I'm kind of out of breath just talking and walking. That's kind of odd, but anyway. Also, it's a little cold in here. It's been pretty warm around in West Tennessee area, even for mid-November, but we kind of had a little cool spill come through like last night or so. It's not as warm as it has been. It's a little cooler out here. Not really that cold, but a little cooler for sure. So kind of getting used to the cooler weather still here. But yeah, today is Monday, so we got to get the area for the DVDs set up, rearrange the stuff that we're moving out of that area, put up somewhere organized, and at least decently organized somewhere else. The stuff that we moved to make a designated area for the DVDs. So yeah, shipping out eBay orders, setting up the DVD section, and listing on eBay. That's pretty well the plan for today. And then I'll quit in the evening and do a little bit of work in the house on the family side of things. I got a little bit of work to do. We've been doing some remodeling and stuff, so I got some trim work to do. We'll do that a little bit later. That's kind of my Monday schedule. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and that schedule will look like getting up and probably working on eBay. We'll see what orders need to go out. Then we'll kind of maybe spend some more time cleaning up, organizing the eBay section over there, that part of the warehouse, and then just listing until the truck comes with pallets. Once the truck comes, we have to get that unloaded, and again, then we'll have to price a few thousand DVDs and get them up on the shelf. We will find a spot in the warehouse for the other pallets, get those priced, and start scheduling appointments tomorrow evening and through the week with people that want to come on Thursday to look at and buy the pallets that we receive. So Wednesday is a thrift day. That's probably one of my favorite days of the week. So we go about an hour from where I'm located to a bigger city area. It's not like a big city, you guys. I live in West Tennessee, though. It's a rural area where I'm at. And so an hour away, we have a pretty good sized little, I don't know, what do you call it? It's not quite a city, but anyway, a bigger populated area, I'll say that. So we go to some really nice, or really fun, I won't say they're nice, they're not like fancy, but we go to some pretty cool thrift stores. So yeah, they've got a few different places that you can go and find some really good deals. Thrift store type places in that area that we go to on Wednesdays. I don't go every Wednesday, but most Wednesdays I do go. I try to dedicate that. You know, honestly, I could spend more time in the warehouse and just order liquidations from, especially now that we've struck these big deals with some direct liquidation companies. I could buy so much more liquidations and make so much more money just sitting here on the computer and on the phone with them and looking and talking over what they have. But that being said, I like to get out just a little bit, get out in the world and see the sunshine in the warehouse. It's often dark. I used to be outside all the time, you guys. In high school, I ran a lawn care business and stuff like that. Did pretty well with it and really enjoyed it. I've always really enjoyed being outdoors and gardening and that type of thing. That may sound odd to some of you guys, but I mean, I grew up with great-grandparents a lot, and that's, you know, my great-grandfather, he worked and he gardened and he grew a lot of the food that we that we had at that point. You know, so I just grew up being outdoors, kind of in the rural area, a little bit around my great-grandfather, and he was kind of a small-scale farmer, I guess, but not that he did anything on a huge scale. But that wasn't his living. He just really enjoyed it. So, but anyway, that's off topic. But again, this is just a vlog, you guys. This is kind of inside my thoughts and my warehouse, inside the reselling life, in a sense. This is what I have to kind of do. So anyway, this video is getting kind of long. We're going on like 25-26 minutes now, so I'm probably going to end it here. That's kind of the schedule for the week, though. You know, that's today. Tomorrow the truck's coming. Wednesday is thrift day. We'll go out. I love those days. They're a lot of fun. Usually I can go out, spend a few $100s, and make several $100s to $1,000. You know, usually I don't find enough really valuable stuff to make like or sell over $1,000 worth, but I can go to one thrift store in particular. I spend an hour driving there and an hour coming back, but there's mainly just one really nice liquidation type thrift store that I go to. You guys know about it if you've watched my videos. It's Give Me a Five. So it's in Jackson, Tennessee. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them around, but I really enjoy that. I can go up there. I can spend 2 or 3 hours, but I enjoy it. You know, if I wanted to be quicker with it, it wouldn't take me that long to really find some pretty profitable stuff to make money on. Now, if you didn't have the online and local market to sell this stuff on, it would be harder to make money in that quick of time going in there, I believe. If you're just selling online, like, yes, you can find stuff to sell online, and you could go and spend an hour and a half or so and make possibly $200 or $300 probably pretty easily. If you really spend a little more time, you might be able to make a little bit more. But the reason that I can go and like in a couple hours, 2.5 hours, and do that is I'm selling locally too. So there's stuff that I'll pay $1 in the liquidation bins from this store on Wednesdays when it's dollar day, and you know, it may sell for $5-6 retail. But if I pay $1 and it's $6 and I sell it for $3, that's still a great return on my investment, the way I look at it. And I enjoy getting out, seeing people, seeing the thrift stores, the hunt, the finds. It's still a thrill to me. So it's, yeah, some of it's about money, but it's not just about money at the end of the day as much as it is just the enjoyment that I get out of it. Yes, it's a part of my business, so it does make money. It's a really great thrift store to go. There's not many places where you can just go and everything's $1 and you can just come out with, you know, several big sackfuls of great finds, and you can just take it anywhere, honestly, and almost double your money. If you can even set up at a yard sale, you could double your money on all this stuff. So it's really easy money. And then when you hunt and find those winning items that would sell for, you know, quite a bit on eBay or possibly even Amazon, you know, that's where you can pay $1 for something and sell it for $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, and those are great finds. Those are great wins, you know. And then I, you know, compound that with buying $50, $100 items that I can sell for, you know, $2.50, $3.50, $4, possibly $5 on some items. And so when you add all that up for 2 or 3 hours, you know, worth of work, I can usually come out of that thrift store, and once everything sells at the asking price, which not everything always does, but it's pretty close to that because I market cheap enough to where I know the market will bring it here. And I know that it will eventually sell on Amazon, not Amazon, on eBay. Because I scan and look stuff up, and I pretty well know, you know, like what's going to sell pretty well. Not everything. I don't know everything, you guys, that's going to sell on eBay, but overall, I usually have a pretty good mindset of what will. So yeah, you know, I do pretty well. You know, I can make several $100s in 2 or 3 hours worth of thrifting, basically. And I could do it a little bit quicker, but I enjoy taking my time. I keep thinking that I might find one more great item, you know, so, but it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing the bins. I enjoy the hunt, the thrill, and the dig, the finds, you know. It's a lot of fun for me. So that's probably actually one of the funnest days of the week. You know, sometimes when we go on trips and pick up pallets, they're not coming here like this truck is. Those are really fun days too. But even those days, seeing all the pallets and stuff, you know, they don't really let you like dig in the pallets that much. I can kind of move some stuff around on the top a little bit. and it's exciting still buying those pallets. But I don't know, there's something about actually hunting in the bins at the thrift store, at the Give Me a Five, where, you know, you can really dig and find those winning ticket items, and you don't have to take the stuff you don't want. You just, you know, pay $1 and boom, it's a $40 on eBay. So anyway, I keep rambling on, you guys, so I got to get to work. This video is going on for 30 minutes. Hope you guys just enjoyed the seeing what my life is, I guess, and getting the idea of what it is to be a reseller. If this is what you do, you know, but if you're just doing this part-time and you're interested in doing this for a living or a bigger chunk of your income and stuff like this, is kind of what it could be. You know, if you have a local market, a local store, and you're doing this on a pretty good size scale, like, you know, this is kind of what it's like. So but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, you guys keep up the reselling and keep up the hustle. See you guys later.